There is a strange truth about human behavior. Sometimes the people who act the coldest are the ones who feel the deepest. They look distant. They speak less. They stay guarded. But behind that calm, unreadable face is someone who cares so intensely that it scares them. Today, we're exploring the hidden psychology of why some people act cold when they are actually highly sensitive. First, their coldness is not a lack of emotion. It's a shield. Sensitive people feel emotions in high volume. They don't feel a little sad, they feel heartbroken. They don't feel a little hurt, they feel deeply wounded. So they learn to protect themselves by appearing cold. This coldness is not who they are. It's a shield built from years of being disappointed, judged, or misunderstood. Second, they were hurt the most when they showed their true feelings. Many sensitive people didn't start out cold. They used to express emotions openly. They trusted easily. They cared loudly. But at some point, someone used their vulnerability against them. Someone mocked their feelings. Someone said, "You're too emotional." This moment changed them. From that day, they learned, if I show feelings, I'll get hurt. So they built emotional walls, not because they don't care, but because caring became dangerous. Sensitive people notice everything: tone, body language, small changes, hidden meanings. Their mind analyzes every detail, and when they sense the possibility of emotional pain, they shut down, not because they don't want closeness, but because they fear losing it. Their coldness is self-defense, not rejection. Cold-acting sensitive people want love, connection, and loyalty more than anyone. But, the thought of giving their heart to the wrong person terrifies them. So instead of showing interest, they act quiet, distant, or uninterested. This gives them a false sense of control. They think, if I act like I don't care, no one can hurt me. When someone is sensitive, trust is a slow process. They need time to feel safe, to see that you won't betray their honesty, to know that their emotions won't be laughed at. So while they may act cold at first, the truth is that their heart is soft, but it needs patience to open. For a sensitive person, even a small disappointment feels huge. Even a short silence feels personal. Even a tiny change in someone's behavior feels like abandonment. To avoid being rejected, they reject others first, through distance, coldness, or silence. They would rather leave early than be left behind. Sensitive people often hide their feelings because, honestly, they don't want to bother others. They fear being, too much. They're afraid of being seen as dramatic. So instead of just expressing emotions openly, they quietly push everyone away. What looks like coldness is actually just the fear of being a burden. People who act cold, well, they're often watching how you respond. Do you get angry? Do you give up? Or do you stay patient? Sensitive people, they test your consistency. Not to manipulate you or anything, but just to see if you're safe enough to trust. Here's the real truth. Cold-acting, sensitive people make the most loyal partners and friends. Once they open up, they love with intensity, loyalty, and honesty. They support deeply. They feel your pain. They celebrate your joy. But honestly, this side of them is reserved only for people who earn their trust. So the next time someone seems cold, distant, or unemotional, don't assume they don't care. Look deeper. Sometimes the coldest person in the room is the one who cares more than everyone else. They're just tired of being hurt. And if you are one of those sensitive souls hiding behind a cold mask, remember this. Your sensitivity is not a weakness. It's your superpower. You've just been giving it to the wrong people.